All right. Drew's new character is live, nudge wink, and open for business. Let the rules lawyers have at him. And what were you guys saying earlier?
Where is it?
No? Nothing?
I'm not listening to you, Jeff.
We were talking about force points and destiny points and stuff like that for starting a new character.
No, I was liking the insults where Drew offered himself up. And you guys were all like, how dare you? No?
What? What are you talking about?
I was trying to get a little repeat of some of the earlier conversation now that we're live.
But you're not talking about what we were talking about. You're making up hallucinations about what we were talking about.
No, I was not.
Okay.
Drew
Roll
literally
back
said,
the tape.
I don't know, it wasn't recording till now. That's per usual.
There was
Sounds
no
like a
tape.
you problem, not an us problem.
Is it renamed to Drew's
Yeah.
thing?
Where did you move the character?
The top.
Where's
Into
the character?
In with the heroes. This is the heroes, party journal, party loot, right above Merrick. He is right in there.
We
at
don't
the
have
top.
access to him.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
have
we
access.
can't see him.
You don't have him. You may have given us.
All player journals, all can be edited by all players.
Okay. I will hit shift refresh a second time.
See him in there.
Me too.
Reloading.
Yet
Nope. Party loot, then Merrick.
another backstage behind the scenes. When the hell do we start? When these guys going to start playing, kind of thing.
Close it and open it, Jeff, so that it locks that permission in, perhaps.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, that did it.
I just kept adding. Just keep adding on the dog pile. There you go. Sooner or later. Now, as I was saying
we were
earlier, Drew,
Hmm?
you actually asked me a question. Do you remember the original question that started this?
No, I don't.
You asked me to give these guys permission to view and edit your character because
Oh yeah. Oh, because it was like, what are you doing giving yourself a +10? You can't do that.
for some friendly sideways player rules lawyer before Doug started hallucinating or claiming that I was. Somebody is.
Immediate thing I see is, why is your BAB 15?
That's base
Oh,
attack. Because he wants it bad.
I guess so.
So let's see.
So Scout, Noble, and probably Charlatan shouldn't have full BAB progression, to my knowledge.
Oh, you know what? In my sheet, I clicked on the wrong number. It should be 10. You're right.
There we go.
The challenge with multi-classing, I know it very well.
I was kind of looking. I thought my reflex was kind of high, but I don't know why.
I used to have a 15 BAB myself. I know it well. But then the rules lawyers came along and squashed that dream.
No, I never had that. It's multi-classing into other classes that also have 0 BAB. So it's like, oh.
Oh, yeah. The more you go work your way around the different classes, first level, 0 BAB, and another level, but he's first level, 0 BAB, and you're like, I'm 10th level. What's your attack bonus? 3. What?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we've all been there. No, we haven't.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at weapons much either yet.
Because there's always a friend at the table who will say, can I look at your sheet? I don't want you and your crappy stats to cause my character's death. It's not about you anymore. It's about me helping you to keep my character alive. If you don't hold up your end of the party, then I'm sorry. This cameo is over. This is the vibe I'm getting here. Unless I'm hallucinating. And now for some logos.
logic, I don't have to dig through 4 different class pages to
Yeah, I think that's why my fortitude's still 2. There was just nothing really
right,
gained.
nothing to boost that. Whereas the other 2 prestige classes would give you 4s. Yeah,
I
good
noticed
crop.
that you've got you've added your +1 to attack from point blank, but did you want to also add the +1 damage?
Correct. You also get
Oh,
+1.
I guess I completely missed that. Oh, yeah, I guess I would.
Put it in as default for all of your weapons because we are rarely outside of point blank range, and it's always easy to just roll it. And then
Yeah, I
he's
usually
got,
have
he's got a
2.
specific one for longer range below that.
All right, gentlemen. We're going to bring the scene, since we have Jay and Doug, and as we play for your scene in the cantina, when we move on to Merrick or Jay, we'll get you guys coaching him finish off this guy in the background, because it's go time, it is gay time, it is game time.
I didn't know it was June, or I didn't know it was July already.
Yeah.
it different months in different
Yeah.
towns.
So, gentlemen, Zelzon Station has been not really nostalgic for the two of you, as you guys have brought your characters not to the credit chip, but to another mall, Galleria, Penny Arcade, upper, lower, blue level, cantina. And you guys walk in, and the layout is very similar. Because the station's, shall we say, areas or offices and whatnot are modular, this is laid out very, very, very similar to the credit chip. Why, when you walk in, Dr. Leth, you swear that you spot a familiar face. Someone that could possibly blow your cover if there are Imperial agents or stormtroopers nearby.
It's your
I?
ex-wife. No.
Nope. Nope. But it is a character voiced by mine. Do you remember episode 4? May the fork be with you. Dr. Brea Fenn, whom you held hostage in her clinic.
It's where you got that medical visor from.
He's still wearing it.
Oh.
It says Dr. Fenn on the side, but don't worry, I'm pretty sure she won't notice. Property of Zelzon Station Medical Clinic.
Now, I don't remember the lore completely, but I do remember you using one from her on the station. Whether you left station with it and bought one for yourself later when you could afford it, you definitely got a boost from her in order to do, medical work on
Yeah.
Aiden, the party.
Storyline come full
Right.
circle. It's so nostalgic. I love it. So good. Yeah, yeah.
I
So,
vaguely remember that, yeah.
Dr. Fenn, did we leave her alive? Did we leave her for dead? You'd be surprised how many characters, evil, neutral, or otherwise, can survive left for dead in the Star Wars universe. Darth Maul, Boba Fett, just to name a few.
I don't
They're
believe
mostly
I left
dead.
her for dead.
Did you check the 4th episode to see if we left her dead, or are you actually asking us for our memory? Get in the comments.
I'm sorry. Who's behind the screens here? The GM has put forth that you guys have come back to this station and you believe you see her. Maybe it's her sister. Maybe it's a clone. Maybe she's survived and she's going to turn, and instead of whatever blaster holes you left in her, you're going to see about cybernetic parts. But I'm just openly asking, does the audience, do you remember? Did you leave her for dead? Did you just
Leth
tie
doesn't
her up
think
and
you
walk
left
away?
her for dead.
It's not your style, is it? I remember
No,
Merrick
no,
looming.
especially not
That's when the
early on.
looming began. Definitely when the looming began.
Mm.
Here, I'm trying to be all dramatic, and Doug's already calling out my. You didn't do your GM homework, did you? Shh. Stop calling me on that stuff. I'm using. This is a GM tactic called suspenseful backstory foreshadowing.
Well, I think you only handed out 3/4 of the dark side point in that adventure, so I don't think we. I think the only people.
Yeah,
we
that was the
storm-
beginning of my GM downfall. Mostly a dark side point. Ugh. That's all
I
right.
remember I specifically didn't get a dark side point from any of those things, so
Yes,
I
because your
don't think
daddy's
I killed
favorite.
her. There we go.
There we go. For those that don't know at home, Jay Tamblin is actually my son-in-law and has married my daughter years ago. She won't play Star Wars with us, but he will. Actually, we have another episode of our Evil campaign coming up, which stars Alexandria. Anyway, no, but serious. Nostalgic memories, tying up medical personnel, stealing their stuff, interrogating them, getting codes and access and information that you need. I'll wash over you as you guys step into this little niche cantina thing. There is no droid sensor. There's no warbling lights on the wall. There's no guy behind the bar that says, no droids. There is, however, a gentleman who has put his name over the door. Did we catch the name of this place earlier?
No, we missed it.
Oh, okay. He says, calls up. This place must be pretty new. When they don't have a proper signage because they haven't bought it yet, and people come in and they say, welcome, welcome to the ... right? So spotting you, this guy scoots to the end of the bar and says, welcome to the Galactic Vein. First drink, only 10 credits.
Sounds like a deal. And I turn to what cover are we going with for you, by the way? What did we decide on?
SDX until I'm not.
Turn to SDX and hand some credits. And then pick this little table at the end here.
The miniature just runs for the bar. Doug took as many, 20 squares across the room.
Well, I do have
Three
a movement
drinks.
of 12. I didn't actually fly across the room.
No, I know, but the mini moves so far across the board. It's like, Dad gave me my allowance. Woot, woot. And off he goes, just, right? Why not? Jet boots are for indoors, I say.
What was it you wanted to drink, Master?
You should
Make
know my
something up
order
Star
by now.
Wars.
I should know your order by now. I know what I'm ordering for me, but I was asking, but I don't remember. Don't know. Can I get a long Bespin iced tea and Gungan juice?
Yeah, because it's like oil, 5W30. That Gungan stuff is wicked. Works on droids, too. Hey, this is what we do. We tie in shows,
Can I?
Yeah, 20
Sweet.
credits.
I will hand him the
Okay.
credit chip that
Now-
my boss just
now-
gave me.
Whether Gunga Juice exists in this timeline, he either mistakes it for something else and gives you something adequately as cheap or as yummy. You know what I mean? He pours you something. 1, 2, here you go.
Okay. I mean,
And since you're not
I'm
from
not
30
going
years
to
in the
drink
future,
any
you'll never know.
of it. And since I'm a droid, I'm not going to drink any of it. So it's
I know,
just
and
gonna sit there.
the best part is because you're not from Doug's Star Wars campaign, 30 years in the future, or 10 years in the future. No, 30 years in the future. Yeah,
It is 30.
39. Yeah, 30 years in the future. We'll never know.
That's right.
That'd be great if it started here.
Is it still yellow?
Yellow, amber.
Yeah. Ooh. If it's amber, we want to get some stuff checked out. I just saying.
What is this stuff?
This is aged Gungan juice.
Oh my god. Never thought of it like that before. All right.
Fermented.
Okay. Stop, please. You're killing me. You get your
Here you are.
drinks.
Here you are,
Okay.
Master.
All right.
One long Bespin iced tea.
Thank you.
TLX, you notice the guy has a sharp-looking, shall we say, crit chip-colored, silvery, high-collared shirt, and a black, classic Galactic Waiter vest with a white apron, and he has a name tag that says Cecil Vane, bartender, proprietor. And the Galactic Vein is not a place for, shall we say, well, I'll let you decide. Look around the room. A couple of boring-looking Uncle Owen types. And you guys see a door open. And a stormtrooper comes out. Or sorry, not trooper. A Imperial informant in the trench coat comes out, gets a tray of drinks, and then goes back. But instead of going in the door he came out, he takes the long way around into this little sub room, eyeballing everyone, and then comes back to suck up to whatever junior officer he's probably talking to in there. And through the doorway, we see a couple troopers and a table in a corner. Drinking with their helmets on, because that's what they do. Or they were given drinks for ambience, but they're not allowed to drink because they're on guard duty of said junior officer, but he insists that they get drinks, so they sit there longingly looking at their drinks. Can't take their helmets off because they're on duty. Sigh.
Now, Master, we popped in here to kill some time and get oriented, but I think we're trying to meet up with Switch. Do you remember how you contacted him last time? I have very little memory of this station. I was down in the bowels and only active when Switch wanted to muck with my programming and test to see if I was there, so I've never been around the full station.
Have you not been able to reach out to him? I assumed you had contact.
I will try one of my encrypted channels to him now, since I'm very close by. Since I don't need a rig to reach him, I have obviously been able to communicate. Those were data drops that I was doing previously, so those probably could have been, it wasn't necessarily a mutual connection before. But now that I'm on the station, I'll try to reach out to him via my encrypted comm link.
I don't think we specified, but just for the audience and a little bit more suspense, what you were sending were encrypted messages that were sample of a data stream, not the whole thing. Because if someone intercepted it or decoded it or whatever, the intel, your data would be lost. But it's snippets,
summaries,
YouTube shorts, if you will, of certain parts of the data to prove that you are accessing it, that you are storing it, that you are accessing it, storing it, and sending it from whatever location, right? Anyway, he had analyzed the little shorts of data. He's pleased, and now, as you guys have some proper downtime, it is time to bring it home to Papa, kind of so to speak, right? So, in exchange for the most awesome Durasteel, unhittable, flyable, show up Merrick all the timeable droid in the galaxy, or in Dr. Less' opinion, he's okay.
Gets the job done.
Gets the job done. Kept me alive.
And I will, just as a small correction, Duranium. I don't wear that crappy Durasteel crap. So just as a minor correction, it's a Duranium. It's significant.
Did you start off with Duranium, or did we upgrade you somewhere along the way?
No, I stayed at Duranium. Actually, the base character has a legacy version of Lethanium, which is even a better, higher reflex defense. So I
30 years and it's all yours.
Yeah, I downgraded myself to be Aeros appropriate.
They just bolt it over the current plating. He gets bulkier all the time. Just drill it in there. Sorry, we were talking about the starship from Outlaws, which is made of Durasteel, and that kind of got stuck in my head. And
No, you're good. I just
TLXS
would have been quite precise to you.
that is true. That is true. Now that's 2 on the mic GM corrections. Feel free to use the chat and silently type them in there, and I'll try to work them in. So I don't look like such a doofus. But you know what? Since we're in 6-month downtime, Doug's having at me. Geranium, was it? Yeah? Okay. Given the nod. Apologies to you and all the other prototype droids that were not as spoiled as you in their galactic careers. Anyway, I believe the original deal was that you get to rent a droid. He will be calling you master. He will answer to you first, and Rahal second if you perished, in exchange for the data transfer. But technically, since he hasn't taken the independent droid, he's not his own guy. Now, I mean, it's a cool prestige class. It doesn't do much, and we're happy for Doug to do his own thing. It's not like we enforce Dr. Leth or Jay Tamlin's player opinion going, oh, you have to take this for your character. You have to take that for the character. The character was built by Doug, played by Doug, and for flavor, he answers to master this and this and that kind of thing. We had looked at the independent droid, and I'm not going to hold that as some canon thing that, like, for you to be your own man or be free and then suddenly be their friend as opposed to their employee, you need to take that prestige class. I think what it is, it's for, like, the diehard player. You know what I mean? That just like, I took this at this level because my type of droid really is a servant or a second-class citizen, and I take this and I'm breaking out like a 3PO droid or that kind of thing, right? So here you are.
It's also like
You reach-
how one gets treated, right? Because we've never really treated him as a servant or anything. So
No.
Except in jest. Right.
Yeah.
Or when you're cover, right?
Right.
He,
Right.
play, he,
Like,
play,
go
he
get
plays
drinks.
the bodyguard servant pretty good, right? And he's never a dick about it. He doesn't like knock you over with the shield generator. Oh, I'm sorry, I was standing too close to protect you, master, or crap like that. He's always very tactically minded to protect his own person and you.
Here's your drink, Master Jack.
Yeah. A couple of drops of something just comes out of a syringe in his finger. What you doing there? Nothing. It's your medicine. All right.
So I reach out to Switch.
Yep.
And I assume that since I have an internal comlink, I don't have to speak out loud, so Jack Black does not need to hear me, correct?
Sure.
Then I would
don't
say,
see- I mean, you could rapidly Morse code binary 10001 him if you want. We'll have we'll have this great conversation. Conversation while your eyes blink.
Only reason I asked is I'm about to say, Master Switch, are you there?
There's like this pause, and then you get a recording of, how he had like the little R unit and all these beeps and whirls in binary where it asks you, all these different options. If you are a rival gang member and wish to contact Switch, beep 01. If you are
press 0?
part of the security,
Press 0?
He just skips it, goes right to the
0.
I'm sad I'm not able to make this up on the spot, and I was kind of challenging myself too. But you know what? Kudos for you for just skipping through. 0. Let's go. 0.
It's exactly what I would do.
Yep. Oh, I know. Right. Unfortunately for you, it just resets the menu, and you start all over. If you are a rival,
Can I get this in
just-
basic?
yeah, sure.
1011010. This is going to be great pod. 010110.
You do reach his little R unit. Is now in direct communication with you, because to have a line directly to Switch might be trackable. Now you'd assume that he's nearby, or I don't know where Master is, but anyway. But, you get the receptionist, as it were.
I would have met that droid at some point or time, briefly at least, and I'll let that droid know that I am on station and ready to report in.
He helped build you. He's the last Rebek.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. Do
I
you
was actually built by an organization. I was actually built by a company. Now, Switch modified me and probably mucked around with my programming, but I was hot off an assembly line from a major corporation that Switch was going to invest in.
Oh no, I didn't mean build you from scratch. I mean the little dude helped mod you, help
Yeah.
make you us. Like that kind of thing. Yeah, the little dude, help tear you down, rebuild you. $6 million.
Right, so he's on the
droid.
list. Not a problem.
Oh yeah. So you send your secret access secret access code. He gives you the spy tagline. 10W30 or 5W30 is only used for droids when you gotta finish the line.
I prefer 10W40 for everything.
That's the line. I thought you'd probably say something like, when Gungan juice is not already available. When we don't already have Gungan juice.
I
then,
like heavyweight oil.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Who doesn't love
you-
heavyweight oil?
Yeah. Exactly. Right?
I was promised an oil bath.
Not by me, you weren't. Says the R2. This phone call is getting very uncomfortable all of a sudden.
What are you wearing?
Yeah, early, eh? Are you wearing the Durasteel that I like so much? I picked it out
1-0.
for you myself. I bolted onto you.
1-1. 0-0. 1-1. 1-2.
I want to. You throw a 2 in there and he just.
That was a
he
little
just
too much.
Short circuits, yeah. Not safe for work conversation. We'll talk later.
That's okay. I got a screensaver. Come up.
Okay. He asks for your location on the station.
I'm
If you say
up
you're
on
there.
the promenade right now. If you let me know where you'd like me to meet, I'm happy to go there. I'm at the blah blah bar, but
The blah blah bar? I just gave you the name.
I'm sorry I didn't write it down.
Galactic Fane.
You didn't even type it into chat. How am I supposed to?
Well, you haven't been typing your things into chat, Mr.
Yeah, but that's because I know them.
Because I know them. I know these things. Oh, so it gives me an intelligence check.
I got a 13
Yeah.
on an intelligence check to remember.
The Galactic Vein. No intelligence check necessary because I really want you to remember this crap that I'm making up as we
Vein.
go.
Galactic Vein.
Yeah, is it hitting home now? You get it? It's not exactly your above board bar. Cantina. Anyway. All right. So, they ask you to sit tight and await further instruction. So, I would say galactic lore or possibly anything else to do, shall we say, with if you were in a spy movie situation, one of those hollow vids that you've been watching, with the droid JB007 busts in and saves the enslaved bots and all that stuff. No?
I know the reference you're making. I'm just not picking up what it is you want me to do.
Give me a galactic lore or another skill that you would have that you think would tie into. If I was the famous holovid droid JB007, what would he do? What does this mean?
Okay, untrained 29.
Okay. Probably means they're going to send someone to get eyes on you. They're either going to hack the camera feed or there's someone on site to look you over and assess if you came alone or if you're with the right people or if this is a setup. Before they make contact, they want to make sure that you're sitting there in a neutral place that isn't some kind of trap that's going to lead back to master. Okay? Now, unfortunately on your end, you have a few options but to wait unless you want to hide in a corner and see who shows up or, see if the cameras start acting weird. You follow me?
I'm not in a rush unless, the ISB starts really showing up and harassing me, and then I'll have to leave. But
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good to chill.
What
I
about
have
you,
sent the command master to let them know we are here. They told us to sit tight.
They want us to sit tight in a bar frequented by the current company?
I do have some mesh tape if you need to be sitting tighter.
I feel like once we finish the drinks, there's probably easier places to sit tight.
Agreed. Are there any games of chance here?
Sure.
Let's go
There,
lose some. Let's go
there's a
lose
sub-
a few credits.
There's a sabacc table, but currently no one's at it. Maybe in the evening, these tables get a little warmer. But there's probably
Space slots.
well, something I also thought was very cool from Outlaws was every cantina had a live hollow feed of like a horse race track, and they race these quadruped, like really fast raptors around a track, and you would pick on your winner, and you could lose small and big credits very easily. And these video game-esque machines, right, that had a little track, would do a hollow projection of the actual track wherever it was in the galaxy. So whatever planet you were on, they had this live feed of these races that were like going on all the time, and you could bet on them. And they do have such a thing, you could say, right over here. If you guys want to lose or win some small coins, or just, look like you're regulars trying to fit in as opposed to two sus dudes barely drinking. Or did Leth mean that you guys wanted to leave?
I meant like there's probably less conspicuous places to just sit and drink. As in like,
you want
to finish the drink we got now and then just leave.
Okay. So, Switch's contact tells you to stay put. Blackjack's getting uneasy because there's troopers here. Maybe it's sus, maybe it's a trap, maybe you're going to find yourselves surrounded and he sold you out, possibly. Or maybe Leth is just, don't like the feel of this. And you get...
I just can't imagine a crime lord wanting to go meet us in this particular kind of bar.
So he doesn't necessarily want to meet us, but he's probably going to send somebody to look to see if we're at where we said we are. So if we move someplace, that's fine. We could even go to the bar that's across the way, but then I have to call him back to let him know that we've changed locations so that he can see whether or not we're there. Our problem is just that we told our contact that we were going to be here, and Jeff created a really sleazy, shitty place full of ISB agents that makes us uncomfortable staying here for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not
And guess
blaming
what?
Jeff.
The credit chip looks pretty much the same. This place, like, the Empire was moving in.
Yeah, they were
like a year and a half ago when this
Y'all
started.
killed
like,
people on this level last time you were here, so
Yeah. It's all right. He's got his hair parted on the other side now. Huh? No one's ever gonna ever think.
So.
Yeah.
If we could be less conspicuous if we went over and played a game or whatever, rather than it there. But I'm also fine with if we leave, I just got to call back. But I'll go wherever you want, Jay.
Incredibly valuable information, right? And you guys bail, and then the bounty hunters keep coming, and you don't know why. Who's sending them? Give us the droid.
I'm not saying we bail. It's Zeldon Station. There's so many people here. It's fine.
I understand. Oh, the credit chip. I thought we're in the galactic vein. I thought you said in the galactic main, like the hangar. We're so sorry.
Besides, a slicer as prolific as
Dr. Leth?
No, like
Blackjack?
your maker. A slicer as prolific as Switch would be able to find us pretty easily, regardless of where we are. We just need to tell him, hey, we moved.
But it's trust. If you don't follow instructions, he may not trust you. Hence the James Bond reference, so that everyone, including the audience, would know, Jeff's gone into spy mode.
Yes.
But Dr. Leth has his one path thinking, which I love, by the way. I'm loving this so much.
He'll definitely trust us so well when we direct him to, oh, look, we're sitting in this bar full of Imperials. Come get us.
Well, the whole station's full of Imperials, Jay.
I mean, yes.
The whole station from top to bottom. If you want to leave, we can leave. I'm going to stay here unless you order me to leave.
No, it's fine.
He just wants to get eyes on you, man, to see if you're with them, maybe.
Yeah, have eyes gotten on us yet, Jeff? Let's see if I can just crank the time forward a little bit.
I'm just loving this.
I know. That's why I'm trying to see if we can move forward in time.
This is great.
I look at my watch.
Are you kidding? It's been like 3 books since Jay left up the situation. Let me have my fun.
SDX, oh, that's fair. SDX looks at his wrist.
All right. Yeah, he's got no watch. It's just a hollow projection of Merrick going, do what you
All
want.
I can say is if there is no chance of us finding a bar that is mostly full of more locals as opposed to just everywhere is Imperials, then my main question for Switch later when he does find us will be, why are you still here? Other than that,
Okay.
we're fine to move off to the sports table or the betting.
All right. Never seen an episode of JB007, this one, but TLX, give me another Untrained Galactic lore. I think I got a bone to throw you. All right. If you are extremely comfortable under Imperial surveillance or extremely uncomfortable, perhaps that's going to tip off Switch's contact that you're either with them and about to lead Imperial forces to him, or, maybe he just wants to see how you react. Maybe leaving is a smart thing. Maybe just sitting tight, doing as you're told is the smarter dumb. This is the best part about suspense and, this type of thing. There's no wrong answer because every spy movie always goes, oh, sorry. Guess what? Too many right answers, no wrong answer. Anyway, I wouldn't say that this happens like in the first 5 minutes of our conversation, TL. You probably need to sit here and he might make you sweat it out. Now, the good thing about droids, they're not going to make you sit here for 3 hours. Right? You're probably going to be here like 20, 30 minutes tops before a camera or droid or something sus, comes and looks you over or something like, gets scanned, right?
Pick up the glass occasionally and hold it to my vocabulator, and then I set it back down.
But, 3 minutes in,
When
less
somebody's
sweat and
not
balls.
looking, I dump a little
looks like
bit
almost
out
a
of it.
fail. Okay. Don't put it into let's drink. He keeps drinking.
Again,
2 for 1.
Leth himself isn't worried. It's more that we're meeting a crime lord. We might not want to be in this kind of a place.
Well, we're not going to meet him here. He's not going to come here and meet us.
Yeah, it's fine. You wanted to go gamble, right?
Yeah.
Off we go.
Aren't we already? Huh? With our lives? Huh? No? All right. Let's
We
go.
do that
Let's
anyways.
go.
It's fine.
Yeah. Let's go bet on the therm here. Okay. So you guys have a look. And there's a certain credit limit. Like this machine pays out like slot machine, funny enough. Like it's like an ATM. It only holds so much credits and only pays out so much credits. And because the races are continuous, right, it's constant lowbrow betting. But as the casino sees you enjoy a drink, like you're killing time, get bored, like people do, head over to the slots for some boring amusement. Maybe you're waiting to meet someone, maybe that type of thing. People, look you over, but eventually go back to their drinks. The Imperials have revealed themselves in a corner because even though they're plainly on the map, technically there's doors. I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that they were there in this part of the cantina in their separate little room. You were not approached. But I will say this, TL. When you're betting and the hollow thing, when the machine, the announcer starts screaming, oh, so-and-so won by a head, and all like the height of distraction, right? Whether you win or lose, right? The machine, which obviously has been sliced, spits out this little tiny sort of like jump drive, little data chip that fits into like any data pad. And it lays there conspicuously in our pile of coins, win or losses. Now, to save time, okay, this is the type of thing that we could get into your gambling skill or whatever, but if you put enough quarters in, you're bound to win a little something. And as soon as you do, maybe you've lost 50 to 500 credits, only made 10 back, but sooner or later, you play the long odds, or you bet the third to win, or the trifecta, or whatever, you're going to get some little measly reward. And with said reward of a couple credits comes this little chip. What do you do?
I'll hand the chip to Blackjack while I often will probably have a pad on me too. I know he has pads, so
Okay.
and him the chip.
Oh, well, then, as if I were just adding in a winning to my my greater collection, I will gain access to the cred chip or the little information chip.
I'm going to
Okay.
take all these paper tickets and see if I can trade it for a plushie toy.
Valid.
If
Not
only
a
we were
plush.
playing skee-ball.
Yeah, I know, eh? Not a plushy toy, but Doug, since you've been a great sport through all my fumbling and Jay's awesome role play, I will say that your tickets cash in for a force point. I will give you a
Sweet.
force point, not just for that comment alone, but that was well done. All right. Thank you for playing the spy game, gentlemen. The data pad that you put it in, or private computer, or whatever, like, is it just generic? Like, what do you put this thing in? What do you put this sus little chip into?
I'll put it into the data pad we stole, not my own. That would be
Pick a book. You guys have been picking up
Sizzla's data
It's like,
pad.
pick a season. Who?
Sizzla.
Oh, that you write down. Not switches. Not switches. Contact. None of this stuff. Who's Sizzla? What?
Sizzla
Zero.
was, I believe,
Sizzla
one
was
of
on
the Imperials in
Coruscant.
that big tower. Yeah.
Yeah, Sisla was one of the bounty hunters that was hired
Okay.
to
All right.
hunt us down after we
Oh, okay. So under Coruscant, when you guys were beneath and you were
down
doing
in
that
the core.
fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, Buddy was in his little tower underground. All that annoying to get over there. Joe's endless
Yeah.
climbing. Okay. All right. So you've obviously hacked this, and dude, his counts are frozen, or like you did what you could with it. Didn't really get much out of it. Keep having to clear the browser of Twi'lek pop-ups. Put it in there, and the file is encrypted, and asks you for like a code. Would you like to use your awesome computer and slicing skills just to do it yourself, or maybe run it past TLX to see if you might know?
I did kind of. I used in order to gain access to an information thing, I had to enter that. My used computer check was 35. I assumed it was
Okay.
handed to me specifically because I'd get access to it regardless.
And if I know of any passwords, I would the appropriate one to give him off the bat, I would give it to him.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would tell him 10W40 is my preferred oil for all things, is my passphrase. So you might try that.
You really should have let me know of that earlier.
He says out loud. Actually, it actually like mind wipes him. Be careful, Sets him
I
back to
could say it-
factory.
You could say it in binary if you want.
Don't say it back to him. Yeah, he taps the table. 2 taps are 1, and 1 tap is 0. 3 taps is actually 2, but don't droids freak out. All right,
Hold on, we're working on trinary. Don't go too far.
all right. That's fine. With a couple of codes and a little finessing on your port, you guys are given.
On your port.
Yeah, get it?
Literally.
On your part, on your port. Huh? You like that?
Yeah.
Sometimes the Jeffisms are on porpoise. Anyway.
The GM gets a force point. Yay!
No, we'll
Isn't
use
that
it
called-
against us. No.
Yeah.
Valid.
No, they're just like gold stars. Yay, I got one. Can you do anything with it? Nope, because everyone gets one these days. Just for
Also,
showing up.
Jeff got a force point, not the characters. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, can I spend these on like some random Nope, sorry. Yeah, 1d6. He still doesn't hit us. Damn it. Only on your lowest moot can you spend these Jeff GM points. Thanks, guys. And I roll like 1d6 force point. Anyway, you're given coordinates within the station, within the bowels of the station, and directions how to get there.
let's not go there right away.
Okay.
Let's go
Interesting.
somewhere else first. Anywhere else first, just about.
All right.
And
All right.
determine whether or not we're being followed.
Yes. See, this guy's got like every season of JB007. Like, he's watching them in his head.
I have to admit that Robot Moore is my favorite.
Mine too. Roger Moore. Nice. RM. The
That's
droid
fair.
called RM.
RM4.
Yeah, RM4. Oh, I like it. Can you imagine just droidification of all famous characters, right? All played by droids. Anyway, giving me ideas, Doug.
You are speaking my language.
There you go. So, you guys stay a little while longer, play and lose, win.
And let's go to
break even.
the computer. Let's go to the computer. Oh wait, no, you got them shut down. Never mind.
Yeah, they weren't worth it anyways.
Let's go to that.
I'm sure there's some new stores around.
Sure. Sure.
And as soon
A
as
Bath
we
and
leave,
Body Works.
Yes.
as soon
Welcome
as
to
we
the Imperial.
yeah.
What?
A Bath and
as
Body
soon
Works.
as we leave,
I was thinking more of an Imperial checkpoint where they take all your electronics, but whatever works for you guys.
Well, we had to get on the station, so I imagine we don't have any of our fun weapons on us.
Not really, no. Where do you want to go, Dr. Leth? You've been itching to leave this place.
as we go to leave, first of all, as soon as we kind of turn a corner and get a little ways away from the building, I'm just going to kind of like fiddle around in my backpack, during which I'm going to be quickly putting something together, specifically a device jammer for like cameras.
Okay.
Surveillance cameras within 12 squares will be kind of fuzzy when we're passing by.
Interesting. So you guys get up, right? Saunter out of here. Right. The Imperials have not moved or even opened that door since the little guy came out and got their drinks. They seem to be, maybe they're enjoying downtime. Maybe they're, off the clock. Luck be have you, right? Anyway, you're just halfway out. And Dr. Fenn calls after you.
Would you like me
Hey,
to destroy
you
her
there.
before?
And then you see her, you guys glance, and she's like, "Hey, you two." And then you see her distinctly leaning over the bar and talking quietly with the proprietor, Vane. What do you do?
Assume she wasn't talking about us because she just said that and then immediately looked at someone else.
He's looking at you guys. You there. And you
Oh,
guys
okay.
look over, and she holds up a hand like, hang on a second. And then she leans into Vane. And either it's like, I know them, get them. Or I want to buy them a drink. Or who knows what runs through a galactic woman's mind. What do we do?
Can we make perception checks to see if we can pick up what
Yes,
she is
please.
conveying?
Yes, please. You have new software. Of course, it's very...
19. I'll spend a force point on that.
Okay, do you have anything that
24.
software that doesn't kind of run the whole JB007, which is like really misogynistic?
You mean my normal software?
Yeah.
24.
16, and I will also spend a force point.
Okay. Her tone seemed
22.
authoritative and professional, but she would probably, like, as a clinic operator, like, she would either alert the authorities, maybe she's alerting them through the bartender, but if you guys were, like, caught or whatever, wouldn't she be sending troopers? Like, wouldn't she just slip in there and say, hey, I know them? You know what I mean? To call out to you guys directly is a little confusing. Maybe she wants something else.
Stop, turn around, start walking a little bit towards, maybe to like around the next
Okay.
table.
Yep. Ah!
Ah, okay.
For the podcast
There we
audience,
go.
Jay and I accidentally moved both her and his own mini right to the same square.
I
Can
kind
I
of
help
went
you,
with the whole
Squire?
like I lean with a table behind me, but you happen to choose the same square. Like
Yeah. No, I get up and I cross away from the bar to the table in the center of the room. If you take a direct path, you're there. TLX just
Sure.
comfortably waits, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to pause where I'm at and not move yet, as if I'm
Okay.
trying to decide whether to join or go ahead and leave.
All right.
what can I do for you?
She says, I'm sorry to bother you in civilian standing. I'm Dr. Brea Fenn, and there has been an outbreak of Monpox on the lower levels. Now, we can't make citizens take vaccines unless you're an Imperial citizen. It's mandatory for all humans and on your boarding pass, that type of thing. Anyway, she sees a discrepancy. If you had your shot, as it were, you're to pull up papers, go, yeah, see, I had it. So you're not a carrier, or maybe there's a little something that identifies you that you've been vaccinated or whatever. But she does do the polite thing, going, look, like the Imperials are making this mandatory for humans, which, hey, looks like she's mistaking you as a human, right? She wouldn't just bother with an alien species. Anyway, unfortunately, this strain is lethal to the Mon Cal and can make a human really, really, really ill, terribly ill for weeks. Most other species are immune. We're looking into it. This is a new thing that's popped up. Unfortunately, some of the lower levels of the station are on quarantine. So I caution you, don't go down there. And if you have business in certain parts of the station, please come see me at my clinic to get a vaccination. Again, it's not mandatory, but civic duty, blah, blah, blah. She leans in quietly. The imps thinks it's a bit of a joke, a bit of a test. If people are, traveling people like yourself are unaware, they get sick, they get sick. If it spreads, it spreads. But you think they'd be more concerned about their own human population?
Yeah, I was wondering. You explained that. I was wondering why they didn't mention it at the entryway when they did that first inspection. Well, thank you for the warning.
Is that what you say?
Yes.
Just like that? You're not far off Dr. Leth, so you get the head tilt. I'm sorry, have we met somewhere? You might look different, but you sound and move like him, so she just kind of does the, hang on. I'm sorry, we met before? Have you been on station before?
You've been on Coruscant before?
I took my medical at Coruscant and, that type of thing.
Maybe in passing. I'm a
Okay.
droid worker from down underneath in Coruscant.
Can I have a perception and life science from you?
Sure.
Okay.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a perception for the whole room as I sort of watch that happen.
Perception 19,
Yes,
life
yes.
science 29.
Okay.
And mine was a 19 for the room.
Yeah. I'm thinking Leth got 22, and he's reading yours by mistake.
I am, yeah. 22 perception. There we go.
Stop sneaking him in there, Doug. Gonna mess him up. But no, honestly, I'm teasing. That is actually very smart, Doug. While this is all going down, you're watching the room, see if anyone moves, that type of thing. With your life sciences of 29, and considering your expert field of study, you realize a couple things. She is a little flush of cheek. Some of her upper buttons of her uniform are unfastened. Not revealing, but just so that it's not tight to the throat, professional, you know what I mean? For comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps with a little bit of Gungan juice on the breath, she seems in her cups. Now, she's still being very professional. She does not seem overly tipsy. However, she is showing some early signs of intoxication and maybe a bit of flirtation. This realization comes to you as she's asking you about your vaccination, doing you a favor, attractive. Maybe she finds you as an attractive human male, and one comes over trying to do you a solid, kind of thing. Anyway, during this transaction, this conversation, you notice these things, and while you're distracted, going, she might be a little bit this. She pulls a card from her pack, and she holds it up, and it's a data chip. And what you do, you know how phones can exchange data by holding it, right? This is her information. You don't take it, but what you do is you take it by, holding up a source open data pad or whatever. Anyway, this is my information, where my clinic is, everything, let me know if I can help you. And she waves it at you if you want to just hold up your data pad in front of it or touch the tip or end of your data pad to her chip. That's fine. It's consensual.
It's the 80s. You have to shove the chip into the port.
Yeah, that's true. This was written.
Yeah.
No, this was written like 200007. Stop
we haven't
helping.
got tap yet.
Oh, this is
TLX is in the background doing this.
Yeah,
He's making finger hole motions with one finger, another hand, going, "Nod, go, 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 master."
No, but
No,
the tech is grounded in the 80s.
Yeah, I will say, have we noticed, ladies and gentlemen, through the seasons that the self-made, professional, independent women all seem a little attracted? There was Captain O'Keefe that seemed attracted to Leth, and now this one, and you know what I mean? All seem to dig this dude. And now his human personification. Well, I mean, anyway, what do you do, Leth? Do you take the intel?
I will indeed, but again, I'm going to put it into Sisla's data pad, which it still has his personal information.
Sure. Okay. Do you exchange information, like give? There's a button you can push to
no.
register, and it would data dump a bunch of things. Like, you go into a clinic, you fill up forms, right? There is an option to fill out the form now, and it would, whatever data you have ready. Of course, you would be Sizzla, and she'd expect a different species. Would be strange.
Yeah. No, I don't do that yet, but
Okay.
Yeah, if we decide we're going to stick around a little longer, I'll stop by and say hello.
Great, she says. And she's like, I'm on the 4th wing. I hope to see you soon. And she does her best, slightly flirty, slightly professional spin on a heel, and tucks the data chip in a pocket and misses a couple times before she gets it in there, and not stumbles, but just slinks back to the bar and asks for another drink from Vane. And after you unclench, you bail? We're out of here?
Off we go.
All right, TLXS, you
8675309 8675309.
out the door, down the corridor, around a few corners, and after a skill challenge of perception checks and perhaps persuasion or deception or stealth, just to make sure, doubling back or, reading the crowd or, throwing carts in front of you. Imagine them running down a hallway like as if they were being actually chased, a little followed. They're like dumping carts and they go around corners. Run sideways. Can I have a couple checks from you, gentlemen?
Just humming away the Mission Impossible tune.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
TLXS has that sort of playing on the inside on the
Yeah.
loop inside his head.
Yeah. He wasn't big on EH1 or EH2 or EH3. He's more of a JB007 fan, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently
With the
all
help
modern
of-
actors are now played by
With
droids.
the help of my turning off all in ambient cameras and stuff, nat 20 for stealth 30.
Hey, what's this? This is like fuzz that goes from camera to camera down in the security center. There it is again. Now it's on camera 4A. Now it's on. Is that centered around a creature? Wouldn't that drop? Or does the camera just fuzz out as you go?
It just kind of like fuzzes a little bit. It's like maybe like a power surge
Sorry,
running down a
Are
line or
you
something.
fuzzy with TL walking behind you, or are you just saying like electronics seem to malfunction and not give a clear
The
picture?
camera
whenever you're
gets
ranged?
kind of malfunctiony, like zzz.
Okay. then yes, you get the
It's
proverbial
like that bar of
slaps.
tracking that, like, as he walks through the camera, just
Yeah,
follows him the whole way.
it freezes, so you've got like his waist down and his feet, but from instead of the image of the head coming up, it's all fuzz. Just that's awesome. All right, a little serpentine, a little stealth, some electronic moves that would make either EH1 or JB007 proud. They actually sell merchandise, by the way, like the whole holovid thing. They actually sell these crap, made in the Outer Rim spy gear that they sell to fans. But Left made his own from the corpses of dead droids you've stepped over. Anyway, you don't think anyone's following you. You're pretty sure you got the information, and Switch probably awaits for you in the lower levels. But hopefully, Arcadians, although very, very, very similar in physiology to humans, will not possibly get sick. Maybe you want to actually go and get that vaccine. A human vaccine in your body might make you as ill as the actual... Any precautions you want to take before you head down there? Because you're literally going into the heart of where shit is contaminated.
Do you want to look up do you have the time to look up any research on this at all? See if
Makes
it's
a
even
cure. Forget
having-
machismo, right? Blackjack the Doctor becomes world famous by inventing this cure for Monpox overnight.
Well, we do have a Moncal in our that has traveled with us, but the other part of that is that it could be fake, and the other part of that is, how does it? You are in fact a research physician, so it's not out of the realm of idea that you would look at some of that, and then ultimately we could split up if we had to.
What if we double down on the JB007 and you have some kind of tracking or something in you, or he's already hacked the system? So the second you walk down the station, right, disguise or no, or the more time you spend here, the more likely that they're running facial recognition and stuff, that Switch knows you're here. But wait a minute, she said recent outbreak. Did he know you were coming? What if this whole thing is fake? What if this whole thing is just so that Switch can easily make contact with you and clear the low levels of Imperial humans? Wouldn't that be convenient? Switch to left, throwing up horribly a toilet next day. Nope, sorry, it was all real.
I'm gonna roll some life sciences. Be like, how much of this would there be a possibility of it crossing species?
Okay. You would need data on the actual virus and stuff. So you'd need to go find yourself a port, find medical records of instances, get all the data on the disease by hacking her clinic or whatever that's being treated, yada, 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 and then start, your life science analysis. I've heard of a random virus. I shall now use my... go get some data, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, if we can find like a
Putting the horse before the
area
carrier.
that I can connect to the... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
First roll.
Yeah. No, give me some computer and slice away.
Sure.
22? Is that with your +5 know everything?
No, it's not.
You want to use a force point?
I am going to use a force point, but I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to use a force point for an ability I picked up a couple levels ago called Neck.
Ooh. Called what?
The talent itself is called Done-It-All. And through Done-It-All, I'm going to imitate the talent Knack, which means I can spend a force point to re-roll a skill check and take the best result.
Nice. This is a rogue talent.
This is a noble talent, technically.
Noble talent. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a scoundrel talent. Okay. Very cool. Have at it. So TLX, you just leave him at the, HoloNet terminal and just fly down there. Get your money down up your back by the time he's...
If you noticed, I asked him several very in-depth medical questions and point it over to a computer terminal,
I
can go back before he gets
I got
done
20
researching.
I'm serious. Would you use stealth to like just step away? Like I could be down to those coordinates and back, you know?
There's a real temptation, given the fact that I sort of at this moment probably consider Switch a superior master to Dr. Letts, but I'm not actually going to do that.
No, because Doug would never split the party, ladies and gentlemen. That's dangerous. Do not go flying into my spider web and tempt me by leaving.
Unless you're Merrick.
Yeah, well, Merrick has flamethrowers and who knows what's else. He doesn't, everything's squishy webs to him. All right, use computer of
using my own computer, so it's friendly and everything. 37.
Okay, this is a legit planet-wide, pox, and it's a disease that mutates, and they have update like smallpox or measles or vaccine. Anyway, they have like an updated vaccine that needs to carry. Anyway, apparently the last mutation that happened the last solar cycle or whatever has sort of branched out into the human world, and it makes you, it's not lethal like it can be to them and the little children, but it can make you very ill for several weeks, like a really nasty flu. So they're trying to work on a vaccine, which they have, and now they're saying, here, So maybe the Empire is testing you guys, using you as guinea pigs. Here's this downtrodden little Zelzon station, and the clinic is like, oh yeah, here's our first dose. Kind of tried clinical, like they were pretty quick to approach you. They were pretty quick to, I'm open late kind of thing. And maybe, just maybe, she is having a moral dilemma and is hiding that professionalism in the bar, in the drinks, and is not horny for your keister at all. This might be a me problem, not a you problem.
Could be both.
It could be both. And we will see you all next time.
I keep the force to myself. Up because the Emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. But somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the Emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no acquittal for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy. Is he coming? 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 Is he coming back? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still.